Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Humankind Let's Play as we continue with our Packs of, or Cultures of Africa pack DLC, as we continue with our challenge of finishing up all 6 African DLC cultures. We're doing quite well. We are on the Ethiopians. There's only one more left, the Nigerians, which we should be able to get without any issue as we are quite far ahead. We currently have a points advantage, we have an error advantage against the yellow faction. They're the only one left as the pink has been wiped out. I am not in a rush to go to war with them, because that simply makes the game less interesting if we just wipe them out. And also it's going to be hard for us to wipe them out because they went with the Edo-Japanese. The Naginata Samurai, it's quite hard for us to beat because we currently rely on a cavalry unit. A lot of knights. We're going to wait till we move on to the next era. So we're going to work pretty hard in developing the land that we have expanded into. There's quite a lot of work to be done. And on the border areas, I'm actually pro... Yeah, even though this will exploit none of the tiles, there's no more mountain wonders left for us to grab to try to pick up these river. If we had gotten Machu Picchu, it would have been really, really good. But now this is just going to be a defensive choke. I mean, strategically speaking, this will be insane because like we're debuffing the nearby tiles for enemies, and it happens to be river tiles as well. So any sort of army here should be able to withstand any sort of assault with the help of the Amba here on the mountain. Aside from that, we want to plant some trees. We want to build some hamlets, get some jobs, make sure we're not starving. Food should be okay. We need jobs. We really, really need jobs. So we're going to try to pick up some jobs. I don't think any infrastructure. Oh, there might be some research ones. Yep, there's some research ones. Printing house. There's some really good ones here. The Inventors Workshop's really good because we have a lot of saltpeter. We have 6. It's 12% science plus 10% on top of that. 22% science. It's a lot. Extra 100 science. At least. Not including the bonuses we get from here. I'll still build the Amba. Because... yeah, I think so. I think we'll be fine here. Our new little island nation. It's not very good, but it is what it is. We got 2 farmers. Oh, a farmer and a maker. What a random assortment of non-adjacent bonuses. We could do harbor. Harbor might actually give us the most gain, given how much yield can be expected from the naval resources. Like a lot of food. That adjacency does not make any sense. Maybe market here? Question marks. Can't get them adjacent to that. We can build on these land here. Science screaming over here. Just clusters of science, perhaps. We get harbor adjacency here, but then most of the tiles already being exploited, which is why the number doesn't look that big. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about these two, actually. We're also extremely short on jobs. We don't have any infrastructure because we took over from an independent camp, so we don't get free infrastructure. It's almost debatable that we could potentially give up the 22 population, ransack it, and rebuild the city. Too much work. We'll deal with what we have. We'll deal with the hand that we're dealt. Yeah, this one makes the most sense. We'll pick up 2 tiles. Otherwise, we can't even pick up those tiles because they'll never be adjacent. And we get 4 jobs. That's kind of the reason why we want this. We'll start with a hamlet. And then we want people to produce food, even though I think we're fine right now. Not a big issue. But we just need more jobs. Yeah, we'll do some basic stuff. The population one's not so crucial. Yeah, I'm pretty focused on science, because that's going to be pretty key. Young offenders, little kids, huh? Suppress them. Spend 5,000 to educate them. You know what? We feel generous because I'm making 2,000 a turn. So we're going to educate the little tykes, and we'll be fine. Speaking of income,
Perhaps we have
we'll buy those saltpeter because even though they're extremely pricey, we can get bonuses off them. 2% science for each of them. Very worth. And we might as well buy everything you make just to deepen our relationship so that you will think twice before attacking us. And that's it. All right, we do have some big cities with population issues. We do have enough to pick up a new wonder, and I think we should grab them just for the fame, if not anything else. There's some really old ones too. Most of them are faith-based, which is good and bad. I mean, we're mainly playing faith defense at this point. There's no alliances bonus for us, but like we can pick up 10% science on our capital. That alone might be the best thing we can have. Maybe plus 10 science. That's so little though. Like we have like 28 territories total. That's 280. I think 10%. Oh, actually, I don't know. Questionable. I think Statue of Liberty is better right now. And then Big Ben after. All right, let's do that. All right, now we've got to dedicate a couple city to the project, which is going to be a pain. I don't think we need to build any more ambas in interior territories just because we don't need the defensive bonus. Just a waste of a district at this point. We want that. Why can't I build this? Because I don't have any research quarters. That makes sense. Yeah, give me this. Need jobs. Really should plant some trees too, but those take forever. What are we doing in our... Okay, we're trying to get the food out because we have a population issue. That makes sense. And then we're trying to pick up coal. And then we're trying to boost science. And then can we line this up? This is going to be built on the coast. And then we're going to be able to pick up some tiles around. There's not a lot of yield. Do we have any special coastal tiles? Like with science, potentially? Like oil, perhaps? I feel so random putting one over here. I'm not sure if we have anything worthwhile. There's some money here, potentially. Nothing too crazy. Any reefs? I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't actually see anything. That oil deposit might actually be the only thing we can... we can't even pick it up because we built a harbor here. I don't want to destroy it. Maybe here? But there's nothing here. It's just not a lot. This is also a very sad place to put the Statue of Liberty. Welcome to the Glacier, land of the free. We can cluster it with our other science-y buildings just for looks. Not science-y, religious buildings. Monument. Let's just call these monuments. Yeah, I'm going to just put it here for visual effect, not for efficiency at all. It has to wait. It's not going to be rushed. Alright. We're gonna let that one naturally finish, I think. Oh, what do we have? Please be science, please be science, please be science. Nope. We got... I don't like that one. I'd much rather have this, especially with a lot of the wonders that are still waiting to be built, our religious ones. We get minus 30% on those. Population decrease in a lot of places. We need to finish those infrastructure buildings. Nope, we refuse. How's our tech doing? We're rushing nationhood because I want natural reserve and also want the conscript. And then it's really questionable what we want. Actually, let's take a look. Our unique unit, the Oromo cavalry, not going to help us against the Naginata samurais. We're late on a lot of things. I can't even merge city, which is fine. This is not urgent. This is also not urgent. We don't have any new cities to build. I don't care about army size right now. We're not going to war. We don't have any outposts. Nor, I mean, these are nice, but not most important. That's not bad. No, don't care about those. I think looking ahead, electricity is really good. Every coal we have will give us additional yield on all the basic quarters. And then I think microbiology, people eat 20% less. We already have minus 25% from the Maasai legacy trait. So essentially it would enable us to get massive cities with job being our only constraint in a lot of cases. City cap. City cap is only going to save us about 100. Oh, oil. But what benefit would oil give us right now? Not really much, to be honest. I think microbiology might... Electricity is definitely the best thing to get after nationhood, just for that passive one. And then we can start building some district to help out. Entrench is going to be pretty key for gunner units as we get there. Yeah, and then stability gets fixed once we get max vaccination. Yeah, we probably want to build up. We're gonna focus on our current era science tech. The problem is going to be it's going to slow down our stars. Austro-Hungary. Oh, okay. Influence-based one. Very good at building a lot of districts because stability becomes like basically a non-issue for them. But overall, not too concerned. What was I trying to do with this army? I was trying to go home with this army. Go back to our mainland. Was there any district I wanted to get rid of? That was like my first instinct. Is there anything I need to fix? Not quite. I think we're just trying to move the army back because these are units we got from the independent people. And there's no reason why we need to keep them out over here because there's just no war. I mean, we could do an invasion on this side, but like these units aren't going to cut it. Alright, so civics got cheaper. Forced labor is no longer a thing. Picked up the academy, which is good for additional bonuses on the research quarters. We have a couple of research quarters, just not a lot. Okay, there might be some border mountains that we can consider. This isn't border enough, though, so I guess we don't have to consider that. Food is a problem here. Job is still a problem here. So we still have to focus on infrastructure quite a bit. I could just pay it. And then we go back to population growth. And then instant food decrease right after that. We need districts, right? That's probably what we need. We need districts. We need actual districts. Like farmer quarter. Especially since our next culture is going to be agrarian. So we'll get bonuses for each farmer. We can take a peek. I already know what Nigerian, what bonuses we get. But you guys might not know. So first, we're agrarian, so population growth is good. Abundant land is actually a pretty decent legacy trait. +2 industry per farmer on cities, and then we gain additional farmer slot per oil on city. And the reason why oil is important for us is because our emblematic district is the oil refinery. It can only be built onto a delta region. Delta region is basically where the river exit into coastal water. And once we place this down, you create a new oil resource on the spot. So we get a lot of oil. There's a pollution issue. There's a stability issue. It doesn't exploit anything, but it's a river. It's like a water tile anyway, so it's not really a big issue. And the oil will basically give us a farmer. So the oil will give us oil to trade, oil to build units, oil for bonuses with any sort of tech that gives extra yield on regular district per oil, which does exist. And then it also give us a farmer, and the farmer will give us 2 industry. So we have a ton of oil resource as Nigerian, and our unique unit actually costs less oil than the regular APC that it replaced. So it's stronger than the APC, anti-personnel carrier. And then this is MRAP, which is mine-resistant ambush protection vehicle. I believe that's the short form for it. It costs 2 oil rather than 3. So easier to make, even though we get a ton of oil. It's counterintuitive, but we'll take it. And we're going to set that up by trying to get ourselves a lot of farmers. So that's why, regular farming district might actually be good. You built all the infrastructure. Interesting. So they're all set on the infrastructure front. So now I can play around. We can get actually quite a bit of production boost and also obviously pollution, countering pollution effect by just planting these trees. which is super annoying because it's like 500. I guess it's a decent amount of production, but we actually have a decent enough production to make it count, I guess. I actually don't have that many river tiles. That's like, interesting. That's a hamlet, right? Yes. So that means every river tile around you could benefit quite a bit from this. All right, so that's all we need to do with the forest. Takes 8 turns. That's quite a bit of time, but not too bad. We can also consider some regular harbors. I want to build it next to the actual harbor. Or the special harbor that we have over here. Also over here. That way we can start building, you know, some market quarters, get some bonuses here. This is good, because both sides will pick up bonuses. And we get additional stability off of those, so that's why I'm thinking we pop a couple of these down. We'll just do that. Hamlet for jobs. Ooh, that's a lot of tiles getting picked up right there if we do drop it there. Horses. We only pick up food and production, so that's the limitation there. Like, I want to build stuff here, but I need to expand out this maker cluster. Like, I want market here. Maybe market all around. It's getting weird with the efficiency here. We also want food. We want science here. I can start building science all around here, actually. A science cluster right here, leading into that. I can see that, actually. Yeah, we'll consider that. I mean, this is pretty well set up going forward. What are we osmosising? Please be science. I have so many early game tech that we did not pick up. I don't understand why we're not picking those up from them. They clearly have it. I don't want this. Nope. Sorry. Alright, you have landed, and I'm gonna have you move towards this amba that I built, so you can defend this area for us. Ah, COD. Perhaps you can help out with the Statue of Liberty project, assuming you're doing... we need jobs. Yeah, jobs first. And then I guess you go help. I'm just trying to get jobs as well. And then we'll also help. And we'll buy that, so we'll help right away. Can't afford it. Alright, we're just gonna get this wonder out of the way. We can't afford it now. We still need jobs, but that took some of the pressure off of the food. Might be tempted to build this a couple more times. Just get that 2% boost going. Okay, so food and job, both an issue here. That's not, I mean, it's not going to be a lot of science, the percentage boost, because here is just not going to have a lot of science for a while. We'll take the job. We'll take the job and the extra boost for per job. We do have quite a bit of harbor. This could benefit us. Not a lot of land. Maybe a little extra on the wood because we actually built a hamlet over here. Yeah, I just don't see how this city can be productive. It's gonna get all the yield from all the luxuries, and that's pretty much how it's gonna produce things. All right, we need job. Everyone needs jobs. So this is probably first. Yeah, that's probably first. And since we are rich, ooh, they're hesitant about us. Eventually, they're going to realize they have to fight us to beat us just because they're so behind. And we're not going to give them a chance to catch up. But the thing is, once I fight them, there's no chance for them to ever catch up. Because we're going to win. Alright, help. There's nothing too urgent here. Food is as stable as it's going to be for now. Like, I think we need to invest in maybe some farmer quarter. There's just not a lot of land. There's only a 2-territory city over here. And I just don't see a lot of options for this city. Like this plain, maybe we just make it all food. So a bit of a waste for the forest, but like, honestly, not using the river. That could be a hamlet location. Pick up these 2 river. Or okay, hamlet, no. It's just also the science is weird. That should be more science stuff. I guess we could save these 2 river. Get some job. Job is not the thing. The food is the thing. 12 food, 13. Yeah, this is not bad. And then like we can boost production afterward and, you know, reduce pollution a little bit by picking up these 4 river tiles. No more river over here. And then it's probably food. Like we probably want to build out this area. What can you do? Well, you also really need job. So everyone's getting the printing house for that 3 research. I mean, plus every researcher will get plus 2 more. It's a lot of science. And we got our natural reserve, so where can we build those things? And also, defensively speaking, we just become a lot stronger by picking up the conscript. Everything else, not so much of a rush. Oh, finally a science one. I mean, I just want the science boost. I don't actually want the tech. Okay, what can we build? Where are you? This is a waterfall. That's also a waterfall. We'll take it. It's just free yield and also influence, and just really like how that works. Food production is you basically get a river tile for most of these, or a special tile where it's like gives. These are all waterfalls actually. That's a delta. I mean, we're gonna put that here. We can always redo it once we decide if we want more oil or not. Okay, they're going to be pretty busy for a while. Representative government. More emblematic district influence. We don't actually have a lot of emblematic district because it's not been good. We can study it. Study the, you know, whether representation government is good. And just basically pick up some science for money. I'll do that. We're all for science. Surprisingly pretty good on food despite being 5 under on the job part. How are they doing on the stars? They're only 1 star behind us, but they're 2k point behind us, so I'm okay with that. Oh, more science. This is good. We were asking for science, and now we're just getting good bursts. That is good. If we had more money, we would just bought the science, which would have been better, but can't have everything. What do we have here? Ah, glaciers. Perfect. These are even better. We pick up the science. Basically, whatever yields on it, we pick it up. And then we get additional influence. Really not sure what to do with the city here. Oh, there's more? Ah, a crater as well. I guess we'll just leave this for now. That's 2 turns, so we're gonna have the Statue of Liberty up after this turn. Back to the useless stuff. Waterfall. Waterfall. And that's it. It's okay for now.
Lightning in a bottle. This new power will impact
Electricity.
every aspect of society, from public safety to industrial production. Change is coming.
They picked Istanbul for the artwork, which is interesting because I don't. Were they the first one to have streetlights? I always thought it was Paris. But that should give us a good production boost, even though we don't have a lot of districts overall. Plus 10 per... Huh. That's quite a bit of production, actually. Although there's pollution, I understand. But there's only 2 of us left to pollute. That's 90 production per city. First one to electricity. Got our builder star. We're still pretty far. The natural reserve count as well. There's not enough land for us to pick up any more star from expansionists, so we can stop thinking about that. I think naturally we'll get 1 more from Mystique. We'll get 1 more from money. Those would be pretty easy. And then we're 2 stars short. Population should be another 1. And then science. And I think we just move on after that. We want to get to Nigeria as quickly as we can. Figure we just pick up Big Ben. Like, that's our capital. 10% science is not a lot, I realize that, but... we could also save it up for the last era. That's also something we could do. Yeah, maybe we'll get another builder star out of it. Not a lot of money. Per luxury resource deposit. That's actually not bad. I'm still tempted on this. Sure, each maker quarter is plus 2 pollution, but like our pollution right now should be negative. Where is the pollution bar? Is it just not here because we don't pollute? I can't find it. Maybe it's not here because we don't pollute. But what about my negative production of pollution because of the trees I'm planting? Well, speaking of trees, we can probably plant some trees around the capital. That's a hamlet, right? Yep. So we want 1 there. Yeah, we do enough for the green industry to start polluting, I think. I can talk myself into it. Yeah. Let's start polluting. Coal plant. Burn those coal. Alright, so we'll lessen their project load. We do want these districts. These are very easy districts to build. That help us get the builder star going. So many in this one city. Wait, what am I missing here? And, after that... ooh, this is pretty key. Alright, we're gonna get that, and then we might tackle a project again. Yeah, don't really know what to do with you here. We could just keep providing science jobs, and then we just make each science job give us more science. That might be the most beneficial thing we can do. And then we do want to cluster some science over here eventually. Like, we could potentially turn this entire island to science. It just take a lot of work to get over here. We might do that. Oh, your turn to pick up your natural reserves. Only 2? Okay, what about planting trees? That would be it. We want more farm here. Yeah, why not? So expensive. But we actually have the money. Like, it's within the realm of possibilities. How do I get you more jobs? I guess the districts. Yeah, so we're about to get this star. One more turn, I think, roughly. And then this star in a couple more turns. And then it's all about this. Probably 10 turn-ish. We might outrace this with the districts. We'll see. Ooh.
I have a proposition
Please,
for you.
yes.
You
Okay, I can't believe he signed
are
non-aggression.
just as you
He has a lot of
are
coal.
Let's make it so. We seem to be riding a wave of good cheer.
It's cheap.
Taking the watch as ordered.
Alrighty, what can we do here? This is actually a pretty weirdly shaped city. We're still short on jobs, but there's not a lot of good ways to provide it. We want cheap districts, but these are not district. I just want production. Or I just like planting trees. A little bit of both. That's a monument. Then after that, we can pollute. I think high furnace is required before the coal plant. Ah, this is old. We need to fix some of these districts. We need to fix a lot of these districts. Oh, these are really bad. I just realized that. I don't really hate the science one, but like, I don't think we need it either. Wow, this is really bad. Makes more sense if we maker this whole area, leading it into the mountains, and then get the boost. Yeah, these are terrible. I really don't like common quarters. They're really useless. Such a bad place for it. If it was here, it'd been easier to link it into the mountains, but now we have to do extra work. Yeah, the science doesn't make... It's like 3 science. That's what's worth right now. Sure, I mean, the 28's by default on the bonus, but you understand what I mean. It's not really worth it. Yes. Then we'll get rid of that one, and then we might as well get rid of this one at that point. And then we want to build it up towards the mountains. You kind of want to keep like a 1 border strip where you're actually getting bonuses. And we can even plant trees for additional yield, actually. And then build that. Alright, surprisingly, food is hanging okay. We'll pick that up first. We'll just do the science ones. That's probably the biggest contribution he can give us. Alright, the merchants start hit. It's a race between... Science definitely going to get there, but then it's going to be district or Steak. District would be better. If we get district first, it would actually be better. Here. 1 district, 2 district, 3 district, 4 district, 5. Yeah, district's going to win. Where is it? In the water? Ah, in the water, for sure. Yeah, if we end up needing the oil, we'll just build over it. Right now I want the district for the star. Let's go. Nope. Got our science, 5 turns for next star. So we basically want to time everything to about 5 turns. We picked up fertilizer plant, 10% food. It's really hard to gauge because we only see the net food. You gotta do the math. I guess we can just add the 387 back. So it's like, you know, 406. 10%, 40 food. Some, it's not a lot actually. Might be better off just building a regular farming quarter. Honestly, it's probably a lot better off to just build a regular farming quarter. How are we doing on that? I want to know. Only 4 more. I'm pretty sure this is going to hit next turn. It's probably going to beat science even. Ooh, 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 we got the cash. Mercantilism. Yes, I want manufacturing. Let's do it. And that's going to pick up the science. Science cheated, or else district would have won. But that's going to be it. Once we pick up that star, we go Nigerian, and it's going to be late game for us, which is perfect. Bright lights, big city. Let's see what we want here. This is New York. That's a Flatiron building. Slapstick Boulevard plus industry on 1 city, plus science on 1 city, plus money on 1 city. I am pro science most of the time, but if it's 1 city, I guess I'll just take industries. 25 versus 10 or 15. It's just a bigger number, I guess. We got our star. We got our star. They ended a treaty. They don't want to share maps. This doesn't matter. I know where you are. You know where I am. We're choosing right away. I don't think there are any stars that I'm super, super close to. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, this doesn't count because there's no more land. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're going to go Nigeria. Nigerians. And we're going to pick up that abundant land bonus right away, which will be pretty interesting. We don't have oil research yet. We cannot, you know, grab the oil resources on the map, which this doesn't give us much, but the +2 industry should help a little bit. Probably around 10 to 20 per city. We don't have that many farmers. But overall, I just want to get this unit out. We need the oil resource. We need the tech for it. But I think it's time to move on. Look at that clothes.
The human mind.
All right, walls go away. No need for that in the modern city. Why does our city still look like this? Seriously? Our city still looks like that? Wait, trade route blocked. Why is there violence? Wait, why is there even violence? There's only 2 factions. It's a free one. I could do it just for them, because it's actually the one that I like, the geopolitical side of things. Just to make them happy. What is up with the violence? Why did we stop some trade? That doesn't make any sense to me. Anyways, we're going to end our episode here. Things went really, really well for our objective in terms of the whole campaign or let's play, because we wanted to get all 6 culture that are from the DLC, and we got all 6 cultures from the DLC.
My friend, I offer you a better way.
Yeah, we have things that we don't agree, but we also have this many trade deals, so how could you hate me?
Your presence is not
Suspicious. It's just not wise. Don't think about it. Once we build up our MR APs, we will definitely go take him out. We need a couple tech though. First, we need to pick up combustible engines, which will come up pretty quick. We really need that oil refinery. it's interesting how our emblematic for the contemporary requires, like, it's unlocked by the industrial tech. It makes sense and also doesn't. And then where is our MRAP unlock? Don't tell me it's this. Is it this late? No way. Oh, is it not tech required? It's not tech required. That's awesome. Okay, it's basic infantry. Wait, seriously though? APC's not tech locked? APC's not tech locked. Okay, so you're telling me the instant I get oil. So within 3 tech 5. What's the other one? Wait, that's not the requirement. 1 turn for micro, 5 turns, 6. In 13 turns, we pick up the oil, we pick up oil refinery, we start spamming MRAP, and then we tear up the yellow faction. That's the game plan. Unless, oh, I see it, never mind, I'm wrong. 5 turns. Okay, that's our route. So peace for another 13, it was at 13 plus 20, 33 turns. Yellow faction has 33 turns to figure it out, or else we're just gonna basically run him over. Can he get enough stars in 33 turns? I don't think so. We also have access to new wonders, and we will pick up a couple of these. I think the only one that's really good is Christ. Oh, this is a mountain. I can build it over the hamlet. Build it over the Amba. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Christ the Redeemer first. Yeah, we'll do that next time. We'll kick that off. I know exactly where it's going. Goodbye, Amba. We're going to pick up the Christ Redeemer, pick up these river tiles, and we'll continue from there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you all next time. Bye!